With quiet streets across Washington, many people are out of work social distancing. People like Mitzi Lawson, who rented space in a Gig Harbor salon to do massage work. Since that dried up, she's been struggling to apply for unemployment.
And how many times have you applied?
Oh my God. Probably as many times as they've rejected me, 15, 16 times.
Her story illustrates some of the confusion surrounding unemployment in the time of coronavirus. Mitzi might not usually qualify for unemployment as someone who is self-employed, but because of the CARES Act, she believes she will. So she's frustrated with repeated denials as she stays home and cash runs short.
And we're doing our part, which I'm happy to do, but we have to be paid.
Yeah, so it's a really complicated time right now. And basically, the unemployment system, it can be a little tricky for anybody. And what we have now is massive numbers of folks who've never interacted with that system before, and they're having to learn it in a stressful environment.
Nick Damaris with the State Employment Security Department says they are scrambling to scale the system, which is overwhelmed by calls. He can't speak to individual claims, but says many simple ones are approved online. But some that are more complicated or may have an error need human intervention, and that is the choke point right now.
I mean, does that say that the system right now is too complicated, or is there something else at work there?
I would say we are finding stresses in the system and difficulties that people are finding with the system this under stress that we probably wouldn't have seen before.
For folks like Mitzi, he says it will likely get better. Expanded coverage from the CARES Act goes live in the Washington system this weekend. He recommends waiting to refile until after that. He says they're also communicating that online.
Yeah.
Still, it's been tough to bear without money and stuck at home.
Are you frustrated?
Oh, I'm beyond frustrated.
Michael Crow, King 5 News.
Governor